Bridling is another task I like to use to build partnership between my horse and I. Oftentimes, horses develop reservations about the bit, and we end up having to pry their mouth open with our fingers and shove the bit in there. Instead of doing that, I'm going to teach my horse to seek the bit through positive reinforcement. How I'm going to teach you today is with a cookie. Now, a cookie is a great tool for teaching, but it's not something that you want to become dependent on. You don't want to have that one day that you don't have a cookie and your horse says, nope, give me the cookie first, then we'll talk. So once your horse figures out the pattern, I want to challenge you to mix it up. Every once in a while they'll get a cookie, but sometimes they won't. They'll just get some scratches and good boys or good girls for helping you. Postre here. Now he can be pretty mouthy and a little bit of a cookie monster. So we're going to start with Postre here. And like I said, he can be a bit overzealous with trying to find the bit. He'll grab the reins, he'll grab the chin strap, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to play with him first. Before I take off my halter, I'm going to put the reins over my horse's head so that if anything happened, I still have some sort of control. Now I can take the halter off and tie it around his neck for an extra safety net. Now with the English bridle, I like to grab the noseband with the piece that goes over their poll so that it's one less thing to have them put their head through. You can see he's already going for it, but he needs to know that the sequence is he takes the bit, then he gets the cookie. So I'll hold the cookie under my bit here, and he has to take the bit first in order to get the cookie. Once he does that, I can let the noseband down, put the outside ear in first, then the inside ear. And I love how his head is down, but it's a little too far for me. So I'm going to ask him to act like a partner and put it right here for me. See how nice and quiet he is there for me? I love that. And if at any point he went too low or too high, just like haltering, I would remind him where I need him to be to help me and act like a partner. Building in positive patterns while taking the bridle off is equally as important as putting it on. We need to get our horse's head low and at a certain angle so that the bit can slide out really nice. Oftentimes a horse will put their head up and the bit will fall out and clank their teeth, and it just becomes really irritating for the horse. So we're going to talk about what techniques you can use to build in that good habit as well. Before I take the head stall off, I'm going to tie my halter back around his neck as a safety net. Then I want him to keep his head here for me while I'm undoing all the buckles. And you see him chewing on the reins, that's the kind of horse he is. If you have a mouthy horse like this, I suggest you have some inexpensive reins, because if you try to beat this out of him, you're just going to make him sour about the whole experience. So it's the reverse. I'll take the inside ear off first, then the outside ear. Try to make sure that his head's nice and low so that as the bit slides out, it doesn't clink any of his teeth.